We have another example for the body condition score. This is a 19-year-old thoroughbred. The horse is it's a rescue horse and is in recovery from being in poor body condition score. But it's a good example for understanding some of the changes that we see in looking at angularity versus roundness and looking at the 5.5 that we compared to the 5.5 body condition score we had in the previous example. If you look at this horse, we again take a step back, look off the shoulder, look for the angularity, look for the roundness, and then we'll walk around and look at his rear end as well and get a sense, is he rounded, is he angular? And then we'll make an evaluation again, is he in the top third, middle third, or bottom third on the body condition score? That again would be 1 through 3 for the bottom end, meaning the horse is in poor body health, poor body condition. Middle third, 4 to 6, and 7 to 9 would be the horse is in a heavy weight category. So the transition from the neck into the shoulder with the withers is pretty obvious. You can see the distinction as the neck comes into the shoulder area. You see that demarcation. We also see the prominence of this horse's withers. He is a thoroughbred, and thoroughbreds typically have a more prominent withers. So we have to make a mental note. The withers are very evident, but we also know he is a thoroughbred. We look at the transition again going from his withers, shoulder, and neck area into his body. We're going to faintly go over this upper quadrant with our hand to feel the fat. I'm very lightly touching it and I can feel the ribs. And perhaps you can actually see the ribs visually on this horse. But then you have to make another mental note. He's 19 years old. Is that because he is aged, or is that because he is underweight? So then we go, if you'll turn, and take a look at his rear end, and you can clearly see where we have a peak, an inverted V. You can see how he slopes off. His back is not flat. You can see how he slopes off. I see the prominence of his point of hips. His buttocks are showing some prominence because we aren't seeing that roundness. And then I'll go in and there's very little sponginess to his tail head. So again, I'll come back and we'll look at the horse from his rear and we can see the angularity. Remember, the body condition scoring from 1 to 9, 1 being emaciated, 9 being very round, we're going from angularity to roundness. So we know this horse is not in the upper third, the 7, 8, and 9. The question is, does he drop below a 4? And in my evaluation, this horse is about a 4. Barely a 4. Be pretty cool to put him in the 3 category. Bone structure would be much more evident. What I palpated with fat cover would be less evident. So we're going to give this horse a body condition score. So that's another example of body condition scoring, and this example, the horse that is underweight.